This mummy was covered in gold, but the truth is crazier than anything you could imagine. Deep beneath Egypt's most famous pyramid, scientists just discovered something that could rewrite everything we know about ancient civilizations. We're talking about a hidden underground city, massive chambers buried half a mile deep, and treasures that have remained untouched for over 4,000 years. What they found challenges every history book ever written. Egypt has always been the ultimate treasure chest of human history. Every dig, every careful brushstroke across ancient stone, every high-tech scan reveals secrets that have been waiting millennia to be discovered. But what we're about to explore goes beyond anything archaeologists have ever found before. Today I'm taking you on an exclusive journey into two of the most mind-blowing discoveries in Egyptian archaeology. First, we'll unlock the hidden secrets of King Tutankhamun's treasures that have been locked away for over a century, revealing a completely different story about this young pharaoh that will shock you. Then we'll dive into the most controversial discovery of our time, evidence of a massive prehistoric underground complex beneath the Giza Plateau that could prove advanced civilizations existed thousands of years before we thought possible. The real Tutankhamun. For decades, everyone thought they knew King Tutankhamun. The golden boy king who died young, probably weak and pampered, right? That image is about to be completely shattered, and here's why. When Howard Carter first discovered Tut's tomb in 1922, the world went absolutely crazy. Picture this: after years of searching in the scorching Valley of the Kings, Carter finally breaks through a small opening and peers inside with a candle. What he sees defies imagination. Lord Carnarvon asks if he can see anything, and Carter, barely able to speak, whispers, "Yes, it is wonderful." But here's what most people don't know. Out of the 5,398 objects found in that tomb, only a tiny fraction have ever been properly studied or displayed. The vast majority have been sitting in museum basements for over 100 years, completely untouched by researchers. It's like having the most important library in human history and only reading the first page. Ahmed Drabu, one of today's leading researchers, recently made a discovery that reveals just how incredibly advanced these ancient craftsmen really were. While examining Tutankhamun's golden coffin under magnification, he found something extraordinary. The gold layer covering the wooden coffin is so impossibly thin, it's like shrink wrap. But here's the problem. How do you apply something that delicate to rough, chiseled wood without it tearing or wrinkling? The answer blew his mind. Hidden between the gold and the wood, Ahmed discovered a secret layer that had remained undetected for 3,300 years. The ancient artisans used fine linen bandages to create a perfectly smooth surface, allowing them to achieve a mirror-like finish that would impress even modern metallurgists. This wasn't the work of primitive craftsmen. This was advanced engineering that we're only now beginning to understand. But the real shocker comes when you look at what else was buried with Tutankhamun. This wasn't the tomb of a weak boy king. This was the arsenal of a warrior. Carter found 6 complete chariots, 7 throwing sticks, 4 daggers, dozens of bows, hundreds of arrows, and 8 shields. Most incredible of all was a sophisticated set of armor and a dagger made from meteoric iron, material that literally fell from the stars. Think about that for a second. This dagger was forged from space metal, something so rare and precious that only the most powerful rulers could possess it. This wasn't a toy for a pampered child. This was the weapon of a king who meant business. The evidence keeps piling up. Professor Salima Ikram, an expert in Egyptian mummification, puts it perfectly. Tut's tomb is like opening up his attic and being able to see inside his past life. Every object tells a story. And when you look at all the objects together, they paint a completely different picture than what we've been told. This new evidence reveals Tutankhamun as a formidable warrior king, someone who actively defended and expanded his empire. The military equipment found in his tomb wasn't ceremonial. These were battle-tested weapons of a ruler who commanded respect through strength. Enjoyed the video? Don't forget to ring the bell, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It truly helps me out, and I promise to bring you even more awesome content. The Underground Discovery. Now, what I'm about to tell you is going to sound like science fiction, but it's backed by serious scientific research. Deep beneath the Khafre Pyramid, the second largest pyramid at Giza, scientists have discovered what can only be described as an underground city. Professor Corrado Malanga from the University of Pisa and radar specialist Dr. Filippo Biondi made an announcement that sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. Using advanced synthetic aperture radar technology combined with seismic data, they found massive structures buried hundreds of meters below the pyramid. We're not talking about small chambers here. The scans revealed 5 distinct multi-level structures that look remarkably similar to the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid. But that's just the beginning. They also found 8 massive vertical cylindrical shafts, each extending down approximately 650 meters. That's over 2,000 feet straight down into the earth. To put that in perspective, the Empire State Building is 443 meters tall. These underground shafts are taller than one of the world's most famous skyscrapers, except they're going down instead of up. Each shaft features spiral staircases carved into the walls, leading to 2 colossal cubic structures measuring 80 meters on each side. But wait, it gets even crazier. The scans suggest that even deeper, about 4,000 feet below the pyramid's base, there might be additional chambers and structures. We're talking about a subterranean network that extends nearly a mile down into the earth. The technology they used to make this discovery is absolutely incredible. SAR imaging was originally developed for military reconnaissance and can create high-resolution images even through dense cloud cover or thick sand. But Malanga and Biondi pushed it even further, combining it with Doppler tomography and earth tremor analysis to create a 3-dimensional radar X-ray of the ground. What this revealed wasn't simple limestone bedrock like everyone expected. Instead, they found a complex network of interconnected buildings, labyrinthine corridors, massive shafts that look like ancient subway tunnels, and enormous chambers that appear to be deliberately engineered. The 3D renderings of their data are absolutely mind-blowing. You can see through the solid pyramid and observe this ghostly network of tunnels and chambers snaking below like an intricate ant colony beneath a massive hill. It's an unimaginable feat of ancient engineering that challenges everything we thought we knew about prehistoric civilizations. This discovery is forcing archaeologists to reconsider the entire timeline of human civilization. If these structures are as old as they appear to be, they could prove that advanced civilizations existed thousands of years before mainstream science currently accepts. The secrets keep coming. The more scientists dig into Egypt's mysteries, the more they realize we've barely scratched the surface. And I mean that literally. Just recently, Egyptian archaeologists made another extraordinary discovery near Cairo that's got everyone talking. They found the most ancient and most complete mummy yet discovered in the country. This 4,300-year-old mummy was discovered in a group of tombs close to the step pyramid of Djoser. And here's the kicker, it was covered in layers of gold. But this isn't just another pretty burial. The team also found several other tombs, including one belonging to an ancient Egyptian official called a secret keeper who had the power to perform special ceremonies. What makes this discovery so significant is that the burial site was found sealed with mortar, exactly as the ancient Egyptians had left it over 4,000 years ago. Nobody had disturbed it. When archaeologists broke that seal, they were literally the first people to see inside since ancient times. But here's where things get really interesting. The secret keeper's tomb contained something unprecedented, the largest statues ever found in that area. These weren't just decorative pieces. They were massive monuments that required incredible skill and resources to create and transport. The preservation is absolutely mind-blowing. Dr. Martinez, who's been leading excavations in the area, describes it as opening a time capsule. The conditions were so perfect that organic materials, fabrics, and even food offerings remained intact after more than 4 millennia. Speaking of Dr. Martinez, she's been working on another discovery that could be just as revolutionary as anything we've discussed. For nearly 20 years, she's been searching for Cleopatra's tomb, and she believes she's finally found it. Using historical records and ancient texts, Martinez concluded that Cleopatra should be buried under the ancient city of Taposiris Magna. And guess what? She just discovered a secret underground tunnel near Alexandria that's about 0.8 miles long, cut directly into the rock beneath the temple. This isn't just speculation. During excavations, they found clay pots, dozens of coins with Cleopatra's image, coins featuring Alexander the Great, and even a bust that appears to show the Egyptian queen herself. The tunnel itself is being called a geometric miracle for its time. Its construction technique is similar to the famous Eupalinos tunnel in Greece, which required incredible mathematical precision. But here's what makes this discovery potentially world-changing. If Martinez is right, this tunnel could lead to the lost tomb of Cleopatra and possibly Mark Antony too. According to ancient records, they loved each other and died together when opposing the Roman Senate. Finding their tomb would be like discovering the Holy Grail of archaeology. The challenges are enormous, though. Natural disasters have occurred in this area for thousands of years. Earthquakes and floods destroyed much of the ancient city and possibly flooded the underground tunnels. The excavation might have to go underwater and through mud, requiring massive funding and years of careful work. Technology reveals ancient secrets. What's truly revolutionary about these modern discoveries is how cutting-edge technology is revealing secrets that have been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. Take King Tutankhamun's famous golden mask, for example. This iconic artifact has been studied for almost a century, but X-rays taken in 2015 revealed something nobody expected. Inside the royal beard, there's a gold tube that the ancient Egyptians used to attach the beard to the rest of the mask. But that's not even the most shocking part. Researchers discovered that the inscription on the mask appears to have been altered. Originally, it seems to have had Queen Nefertiti written on it, not Tutankhamun. This suggests that the mask might not have been made for the boy king at all. It could have originally belonged to the famous Queen Nefertiti, his supposed stepmother. The evidence keeps mounting when you consider that the mask has pierced ears, which was typically only worn by women or young children in ancient Egypt. The technology revealing these secrets isn't just limited to X-rays. Scientists are now using muon tomography, the same technology used to see through cathedral walls and even volcanoes. Muons are subatomic particles that rain down from space and can pass through solid matter more easily than other particles. By placing detectors around structures, scientists can map out solid and empty areas without damaging anything. This is how they discovered a hidden void in the Great Pyramid that's at least 100 feet long. Nobody knows what's inside this space or what purpose it served, but it's the first inner structure discovered in the pyramid since the 1800s. Even more incredible is how they're using this technology to study mummies without unwrapping them. A team at Chicago's Field Museum recently used a special CT scanner to examine 26 mummies, taking thousands of detailed X-ray pictures that were combined into 3D images showing what's inside both the skeletons and their coffins. What they discovered was fascinating. One mummy, Lady Chinetta, who lived about 3,000 years ago, had been prepared with incredible care. Embalmers stuffed her neck to prevent collapse and placed artificial eyes in her sockets so she would have sight in the afterlife. They even crafted the coffin with a slit at the back specifically designed to fit her body perfectly. But perhaps the most mind-blowing technological revelation comes from studying the pyramids themselves. Scientists recently discovered that the Great Pyramid of Giza has the ability to concentrate electromagnetic energy within its interior chambers. When they hit the pyramid with radio waves similar to what your phone uses, the structure actually traps and focuses this energy inside and underneath its base. This discovery has led to wild theories about the true purpose of the pyramids. Some researchers, following ideas originally proposed by Nikola Tesla, believe the pyramids might have been designed as giant energy transmitters or power plants. Tesla himself was obsessed with the pyramids and wondered if they could function as massive generators capable of producing free, limitless energy. While this theory hasn't been proven, the scientific evidence about the pyramid's electromagnetic properties is undeniable. The precise alignment with cardinal directions, the materials used in construction, and the acoustic properties of internal chambers all suggest the ancient Egyptians understood principles of physics that we're only now rediscovering. The bigger picture. When you step back and look at all these discoveries together, a pattern emerges that's absolutely mind-blowing. We're not just finding random treasures or solving individual mysteries. We're uncovering evidence of a level of sophistication and knowledge that challenges our fundamental assumptions about ancient civilizations. The precision of the pyramid's construction is still beyond our full understanding. The base of the Great Pyramid appears to be a perfect square, but it's actually an 8-sided structure with subtle concave indentations on each face. These indentations are only visible from above and can best be seen at dawn and dusk during the spring and autumn equinoxes. The alignment is so precise that all 4 sides line up at the cardinal points north, south, east, and west with an accuracy within 4 minutes of arc, or 1/15th of a degree. The architects achieved this without modern tools like GPS, drones, or computers. Recent research suggests they might have used the autumn equinox to achieve this perfect alignment, but we still don't know for certain. The construction materials themselves tell an incredible story. Scientists have analyzed the mortar used to build the pyramids countless times, and while we know its composition, mostly processed gypsum, modern technology still can't replicate it. This ancient mortar is actually stronger than the stones themselves and has held up for thousands of years. They needed an estimated 500,000 tons of this superior mortar just for the Great Pyramid alone. Then there's the mystery of how they transported the massive stone blocks. Recent discoveries suggest that 31 pyramids were likely built along a long-lost ancient branch of the River Nile that's now hidden under desert and farmland. Using radar satellite imagery and sediment coring, researchers mapped this buried waterway that was used to transport materials, equipment, and workers to pyramid construction sites before being buried by drought and sandstorms thousands of years ago. But here's what really gets me excited about all these discoveries. Every time we think we've figured out ancient Egypt, new evidence emerges that proves these civilizations were far more advanced than we ever imagined. The underground city beneath Khafre's pyramid isn't just a single anomaly. It's part of a larger pattern suggesting that what we see on the surface might only be a tiny fraction of what these ancient people actually built. Consider this: we're finding evidence of sophisticated hydraulic systems, precision engineering that rivals modern capabilities, astronomical knowledge that allowed perfect celestial alignment, metallurgy techniques we're still trying to understand, and now massive subterranean complexes that extend nearly a mile underground. This isn't the work of primitive people using simple tools. This is evidence of a civilization with knowledge and capabilities that mainstream archaeology is only beginning to acknowledge. The electromagnetic properties of the pyramids, the meteoric iron weapons, the impossible precision of the construction, the advanced preservation techniques. It all points to a level of scientific understanding that challenges our timeline of human development. We might be looking at evidence that advanced knowledge existed thousands of years earlier than we thought possible. What we've explored today represents just the beginning of a revolution in our understanding of ancient civilizations. From Tutankhamun's warrior arsenal to the underground city beneath Giza, from Cleopatra's hidden tomb to the electromagnetic mysteries of the pyramids, Egypt continues to shatter our assumptions about the past. The golden treasures, the impossible construction techniques, the hidden chambers, and the massive subterranean complexes all tell the same story. These ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and capabilities that we're only now beginning to rediscover. Every new discovery raises more questions than it answers, pushing us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about human history. The technology revealing these secrets, from advanced radar imaging to muon tomography, is giving us unprecedented glimpses into a world that was far more sophisticated than anyone imagined. And if the recent discoveries are any indication, we've barely scratched the surface of what's waiting to be found beneath Egypt's sands. The quest for knowledge continues, and with each breakthrough, we get closer to understanding the true capabilities of our ancestors. The underground city beneath Khafre might be just one of many such complexes waiting to be discovered. Cleopatra's tomb could finally reveal the secrets of Egypt's last great pharaoh. And who knows what other treasures and technologies remain hidden, waiting for the right moment to rewrite history once again. I'm genuinely fascinated by these discoveries and what they mean for our understanding of ancient civilizations. What do you think about the evidence for this underground city beneath the pyramids? Do you believe ancient Egyptians possessed advanced technology that we're only now rediscovering? And which of these mysteries intrigues you the most? Tutankhamun's warrior arsenal, the electromagnetic properties of the pyramids, or the search for Cleopatra's lost tomb? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment and love hearing your theories about these ancient mysteries. If you found this deep dive into Egypt's hidden secrets as mind-blowing as I did, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to bring you more fascinating discoveries like these. For more incredible archaeological mysteries and scientific discoveries that challenge everything we think we know about history, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Trust me, if you enjoyed uncovering these Egyptian secrets, you're going to love what I have planned next. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.